Hello, and thank you for joining me today. I have a special treat in store. Today, we are going to be doing a ceremony for a spirit who is transitioning. So, this ceremony can be done for any spirit, any being that is transitioning to the spirit world. So, it could be for a person, a loved one that is transitioning to spirit form. It could be for a pet, just any loved one in your life who is transitioning to spirit, and you want to do a ceremony to honor their transition, to see them on their way. So, just as a bit of a background, this ceremony is dedicated to my dad, who actually passed into spirit form a couple of years ago. But he donated his body to a medical program, to science. And so while he made his transition from physical form into spirit form, the parts of his body have actually remained on this realm for a couple of years, as he has been part of the medical research program for Parkinson's disease at a university. And tomorrow we are actually getting his ashes back. And so his body is going through a bit of a transition period at this time. And I wanted to have a ceremony to be able to honor that transition in form. And so this is something that you can do to be able to honor any kind of transition, whether somebody is transitioning to spirit. In this case, the remains are being cremated, and he is, I like to say, graduating from medical school and being returned to us. So we have here some cedar is what I burned to just kind of clear the space for this ceremony. My dad loved Christmas trees, and I actually grew up on a Christmas tree farm, so cedar seemed appropriate as a clearing for that. I have a gray moonstone heart. Gray moonstone symbolizes transitions. It symbolizes moving on the next phase in the path, and really a good one for anything that is transitioning. I have some amethyst here, and I'm going to be setting up a grid around the gray moonstone. First with amethyst, putting a little circle in place here. Move some of my props. I also have some clear quartz moons. So clear quartz just amplifies the intention, and given that they are moons and that this is a new beginning, a transition phase, that seemed like an appropriate way to symbolize new beginning, something new coming in. So we're just gonna kind of put the moons around here. Kind of fan those out. And then last, for our stones, I have celestite, which is a very high vibrational, beautiful ethereal stone. And so that is going to take the grid from the center stone of transition through amethyst, which is very grounding and protective, to the clear quartz, which is amplifying the space of new beginnings, and then the celestite will anchor in the spiritual, the kind of heavenly realm, the light and love of new beginnings. So just placing these around the circle here. space them out a little bit. Right, great. So with me here, I also have a turkey feather. This turkey feather actually came to me shortly after my dad exited the physical plane. I was going for a walk in the woods on the property that he lived on until his passing, and this was just within a few hours of his passing, and there, right in front of me, I had been on that same path probably an hour earlier and not seen anything at all, and then when I came around that time, just boom, right there, a turkey feather. And turkey feathers symbolize protection, but also grounding, and very woodsy, very nature themed. So it seemed very appropriate that Dad left me a turkey feather. So just passing that over this area. And then lastly, I have an offering. So in this cup is a favorite wine. It's actually a cherry wine. He loved sweet wines, mulled wine kind of thing from, think like Christmas market kind of thing. Loved stuff like that, so I would always make sure to have it on hand for him at Christmas time. It was a favorite, so we are doing that as an offering today, as well as rose petals. And these are rose petals that I actually harvested and dried off of my rose bushes here. So we're just going to give a little bit of an offering of love, sprinkling that around this circle. And just sending lots of prayers of love for this transition process, for what is going on the other side, for the mysteries of the universe. And then just raising a toast of thanks and gratitude for the times that I got to share with my dad, for all the good memories, for just appreciating the person that he was, the sense of humor, the stories, just all the good times. Sending lots and lots of love and appreciation. Ginger is seconding that in the background. And so just raising a toast. Thank you, Dad. Love you. Giving an offering in love and gratitude. And this is a very simple and easy ritual that you too can do for a loved one that is passing into spirit form. Feel free to adapt it to your own meaning, to suit what you want it to be, and to any of the stones or offerings that you have on hand. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you got something out of this.